What's up, everybody? Well, I got another Steam Deck gameplay video for you guys today, and today we're gonna check out Days Gone. Now, I got this not only because it was requested, but because it was on sale. So why not test it for like 16 bucks, you know, instead of the normal $39.99. So basic plan is we're gonna go in there, max it out like we usually do. It almost never works, and then we'll just go through all the settings, and then at the very end, I'll try to fiddle with the settings myself, and we'll do my settings like usual. Unless we get in there and it just somehow runs at 60 FPS maxed out, but something's telling me that's just not gonna happen. But anyway, let's get this guy hooked up to that capture computer and we'll go find out and see how well it does. And then we'll come back over here for some of my settings, camera recording gameplay. Well, before we hop into the game, let's quickly look at the settings here. We're gonna do 720p, 60 Hz, but that doesn't matter because we have VSync off and unlimited frame rate, so the refresh rate really is meaningless. Anyway though, now we can go hop on over to the graphics tab. And then I left the field of view alone, figured it probably would not be a good idea on the Steam Deck. But we're going to do very high, which is also a very, very bad idea. This is probably not going to go well, but there's all the settings that very high entails, so let's go and hop on into the game and see how it plays. Well, here we go. Very high. And as I thought, this is not going to go well. It's even hard to drive. But we're getting 24 FPS right now on the motorcycles, which I feel like will be a decently big part of the game. I could be wrong, but if we're starting off on them, they're probably going to be something we ride around as our transport. Alright, try to not drive through the fire, otherwise I'll get burned. So, let's see. Speed limit 65, fuck that shit. Speed limit's whatever the hell we want. Oh, we're going down here now? Alright. It's not easy to drive, like I said. Oh shit, almost crashed into a fucking tree. Oh fuck, we're going in the water. We're seeing how well this frickin' dirt bike thing gets through the water. Slow, but it didn't die. Oh, try to aim this a little better. Oh, I would have been beheaded by that branch, but other than that, good job. Okay, so we can do boost. Go boost, go.
I think so. Hold up. He laid his bike down.
Oh shit. Well, he's shooting at us.
Right behind you.
And he shot the one guy's bike, so that's probably not going to work anymore. Well, now we're going to turn it down to high, so let's quickly go through the settings, and then we'll get back into the game. And alright, let's go hop in the game and see if high is a little bit more playable. Well, now here's just high graphics settings. And we seem to be getting closest to 40, but we're dropping under quite a bit here.
Hey, wait. Hold up.
But it could almost do high on a 40 FPS mode, but it drops a little too far for that. So if we want to do 40, I'm going to have to mess with it, and we'll do my settings and try and do 40. At least that's what I've decided to do. That might change a little later, but for now, that's what I'm planning on doing.
Down this way.
Alright, so that's where he's going, huh? Well, already this is much more playable.
Used to go elk hunting with my old man when I was a kid. Ended up tracking shit for miles.
Ow. I got shot. That's no fun. All right. After this motherfucker.
Hey, brother. Yeah. Just a graze. Son of a bitch can't aim worth a damn. Son of a bitch. I'm fine, Boozer. He must be heading down there toward the falls.
He's losing a lot of blood. He's not getting far. Come on.
Nope. He's almost done. Oh, wow. There's quite a horde of those motherfuckers down there.
Search him. Bleeding out. That's a hell of a way to go. It's slow. A lot of pain, but I suppose you know all about that.
She was still breathing when we found her, you piece of shit.
I wasn't gonna waste a bullet, not on her.
Anyway, though,
I remember a second now.
why don't we now go ahead and move on to the next setting? Now for medium. So again, we're going to just quickly go through the medium preset settings here before we hop back into the game. And alright, most of this stuff at the bottom is pretty much useless anyway, except for on my main computer. But anyway, to the game. Well now, time for medium, so let's cruise on down. It looks like so far medium, if you just want to quickly get into the game and lock it to 40, it looks like so far medium looks like the way to go.
Hey, wait. Hold up.
Of course, with my settings, I'm going to try to get away with some stuff on high and tone some other stuff down to medium and low, maybe.
Tracks are fresh. So where the hell did you learn to track shit anyway?
Used to go elk hunting with my old man when I was a kid. Ended up tracking shit for miles.
Shit! Get down!
You okay,
Alright,
brother?
well, off we go to go and find this guy yet again.
Son of a bitch can't aim worth a damn. Son of a bitch. I'm fine, Boozer. He must be heading down there toward the falls.
He's losing a lot of blood. He's not getting far. Come on.
Search him.
Alright, we already saw that, so we don't need to watch that again, so let's just walk on up here a little bit.
Piece of shit like Leon.
Anyway, though, let's move on to the next graphics setting. Well, now we finally made it to low, which is the last preset, so let's go through these settings real fast. And then we'll get back to the game. And alright, as I've said before, those guys are all at the bottom there. Those last three settings are useless, so to the game we go. Here's low now.
A bunch of freaks.
Maybe I was wrong about him.
Still, even on low, can't quite hit 60.
No, Leon's been fencing shit to Copeland for a long time. Finally caught up with him.
That's okay, I wasn't really expecting to hit 60. Most games like this, you cannot hit 60 on Steam Deck. Not unless you FSR it, and then it looks even more garbagey than it already looks right now on low. Though, I will say it, when you blow it up like this and get screen recorded gameplay on the Steam Deck, it makes it look way worse than it actually does when you play it on the Steam Deck, which is why I started going back to actual gameplay
Used to go elk hunting with
with like the camera so you could see what it actually looks like from like a human eye. Although that camera sometimes looks a little bit too good, and sometimes you can see like the individual pixels even with that. But still looks a lot better than it does all blown up like this.
Shit! Get down!
And get through our little gunfight here. After the Leon.
You okay, brother? Yeah. Just a graze. Son of a bitch can't aim worth a damn. Son of a bitch. I'm fine, Boozer. He must be heading down there toward the falls.
He's losing a lot of blood. He's not getting far. Come on.
Search him.
All right.
Thing, bro.
Skip through that
Don't wanna
again,
leave
so
anyone to the freaks.
let's run on up again.
Get a piece of shit like Leon.
Hey, hold up. I want to search this camp.
Survival
Find something to
items.
Fix up this scratch.
Ooh, there's something.
Can make something out of this.
And then what else do we need? Well, I guess let's just go and move on to my settings. All right, now we're gonna try my settings. I left the field of view alone, turned motion blur off, and tried to mess with stuff to get around a 40 FPS. It still does drop a tiny bit here and there, but not by too much. I think the lowest it goes is 35 or 36 for like a couple seconds here and there, and while you're riding the bike. But anyway, let's go see how it plays. All right, now we're gonna do my settings. And like I said, I'm trying to hit 40 all the time, but there are still a couple spots here and there where it does drop under 40, but they're not too often, except for when you're riding the motorcycle. Then it does drop down to like 36, 37.
Shit. All right, let me see.
But still, I'd rather do that than link it to 30 FPS. 30 FPS is no fun. If you can avoid it, it should be avoided. See, like I said, they just dropped down to 39, but whoop-de-doo, who cares? If we didn't have this frame rate thing up in the corner, we probably wouldn't even have noticed a fluctuation, you know?
When I was a kid. Ended up tracking shit for miles.
Shit! Get down!
I'm really good at getting a shot. All right, and now we'll just run after that Leon character again.
Okay, brother? Yeah.
It's just a graze, brother.
Bitch can't aim worth a damn.
Nope, that son of a bitch.
Fine, Boozer.
He says he's fine, Boozer. You gotta learn to listen to your fellow homies. Because it honestly seems like they're like a biker gang or something. Not really sure.
Search him.
Maybe they'll get into that further into the story.
Bleeding out. That's a hell of a way to go. It's slow. A lot of pain, but I suppose you know all about that.
She was still breathing when we found her, you piece of shit.
Yeah, but skip that. We already watched that. So
Do the right thing, bro. We don't want to leave
let's
anyone
get a
to the
teensy tiny bit more gameplay
freaks.
here.
Shit like Leon.
And then we'll move on to camera. All right. Right over here seems good, so why don't we now move to camera? Well, all right. Let's get ourselves some camera recorded gameplay now. And I'm going to lock it to 40 FPS. Now it does drop, as you can see, under 40 every once in a while. But it seems to be right around the 40 FPS mark. Now I'd much rather it be 40 FPS than 30 if I can help it.
Hey, hold up. I want to search this camp, see if I can't find something to fix up this crash.
Alright, left button.
I just gotta gather it. Yes.
Okay, now how do I use it? There we go, use. Alright, that's pretty easy and self-explanatory.
It's in the arm anytime soon.
Alright, there's probably nothing but the things to make my bandages with, so I guess we'll start going back up to our bikes. Oh, nope, never mind. What's going on here? Nope, I was going the wrong way, okay.
Oh, we were going hunting tonight. Take some bounties to Tucker. A lot of it's missing down rain. Ah, man, we need the camp credits. Gotta stock up on supplies. Yeah. Okay. I don't want to be out all night, though.
Well, as you can see, most of the
I
time
gotta get cheap.
we get 40. Alright, we're getting back to our bikes.
See if there's anything we can salvage on Leon's bike.
Now during cutscenes, we're still dropping below 40, but I don't really care about cutscenes. As long as we stay above 25 FPS or 24, whatever film is, that's good enough for me. I'm not controlling shit right now.
Yeah, shot out my damn fuel. Can we get anything out of Leon's bike? Nah, it's done. Let's just go back to O'Leary Mountain. We'll head out in the morning, find some parts, and come back and get your bike. No, I think I got a better idea. We just get it while we're out here. What? Well, Crazy Willie's isn't far from here. Let's just head over there.
Let's just head over to Crazy Willie's.
Going out hunting tonight anyway. Crazy Willie's is as good a place as any. Okay.
Off to Crazy Willie's we go.
Hey, what did Leon give you?
Map of some kind. Once we get my bike back, let's head up to the cemetery, look around.
Yeah.
And see, while we're on the bike, apparently it's still a little under 40 as well, but...
So tomorrow, get the drugs, take him to Tucker, collect all Leon's.
And if you never wanted it to drop frames, we could just put it at 30, but I don't like 30 if I can help it.
Don't matter, I think it'd do us good. Get the hell away from here.
Anyway, though, I think that's enough camera recorded gameplay, so why don't we go ahead and wrap this video on up. Well, alright guys, that is a wrap for Days Gone, and we're not going to get ourselves a 60 FPS experience on here, but you can get a 40-ish or a locked 30 FPS pretty much the whole time. I just like 40 a lot better, but it can't quite hit that all the time even with my settings without making it look like poop. I won't go for 40 or 60 if it means making the game look like absolute trash. So I would rather have 40 or 30 FPS with the game still halfway looking decent. That's just me though, but luckily the Steam Deck's a PC, so you can have it any way you want, as long as it's not just a game that's too powerful or too hard to run or too unoptimized to run on the Steam Deck. That's the only time you run into problems, or if it's anti-cheat. Not all anti-cheat works on this motherfucker, and that is why I got the Asus Ally for things that I can't play on the Steam Deck, and I figure it'll be a nice thing to compare the two against. We can have friendly battles between each other, limit their watts, do all that stuff, do emulation on both of them, do all that good stuff. But anyway, that is all I got for this particular video. It's time for me to now go and do the same game on the Asus G15 Advantage. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video, because I sure as hell enjoyed making it for you guys. And until the next video, peace out, guys.